This video we're working on a 2018 Kawasaki Vulcan Voyager VN1700. I'm going to go over something today on my vehicle that I've been having problems with. I'm sure some of you other people may be too. And I'm getting some vibration noises from this piece right here. So when I was sitting at a stoplight, it seems to be worse at idle and then accelerating, then it kind of mellows out. But my vibration is coming from down in here. This piece of plastic is just vibrating, hitting the gas tank. So another problem I've had is the ignition collar kept vibrating loose. I think I've solved that by loosening these two bolts here. Last time I did the tank removal video, I actually put this on and then I tightened these down a little bit differently. So loosening these up, slide this in, tighten this back down seems to keep this from vibrating loose. And I also think I solved the vibration against the tank issue, which I'm going to show you here. I'm pulling a segment out of the tank removal video, so it may sound a little weird, but the solution will be the same. First thing I want to do is remove the seat. To remove the seat, key goes in the side cover. Press down a little bit on the back seat while you're turning the key. And the back seat will lift up a little bit, pull toward the front. The front seat, lift up, pull toward the back of the motorcycle, and your seat is off. We'll need a 4mm Allen wrench or a socket, and we're going to need a 10mm socket to remove this bolt here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this ignition cover. This is something else. This motorcycle has about 1,100 miles on it, and this piece always vibrates loose on me. So I'm going to be calling the dealer to figure out whether this is covered under any type of warranty or not. Again, that may be something that's just on my vehicle, and it could be other people are having the same issues. So once I figure that one out, I'll let you know also. So this collar right here will just pop off of there. So I'm going to grab a body tool so I don't scratch up my plastic any more than it already is, and pop that off there. I just grabbed a little body kit off of Amazon. I think I paid 10 bucks for the body kit. It comes with some basic pieces, parts that you'll need to do basic things on a car or on a motorcycle. So I'm going to just start this a little bit. Once I get it started, I'm going to work my way around. And again, this may feel weird when you first do it, but this is just pressed into place. And it pops up out of there. As you can see, there are no bolts, there's no fittings, there's nothing holding this in. It's just completely press fitted into place. There's a slot on the back of here. So when you drop it down on there, make sure you line the slot up with the slots around the ignition. Remove these two. Again, 4mm Allen socket, wrench, Allen wrench, ratchet, whatever tool you prefer. And finally our socket down here at the bottom, or our cap nut I should say. Once you get those pieces off, pull straight up and this piece comes out. Looking up under here, there's a couple foam pads in the back, one here, one here. Mine is vibrating up here in the front. As you can see by the goo I've got on here, I tried to just take some regular weather stripping and shove it up underneath there. That actually stopped the vibration, but since I've got it off, I'm going to go ahead and try to make something a little more permanent out of it. I'm not sure why they would put padding back here, not padding in the front. I'm sure other people have to be getting some vibrations out of this, so hopefully this will take care of it. What I've got here is a piece of foam. I'm fortunate enough I do low voltage for a living, so I get these out of the inside of structural wiring panel boxes. But I know you can get online and you can find foam blocks, single-sided tape on one side and just foam padding on the other. Basically just like that. I'm going to take and I'm going to put a strip down here and a strip down here. So what I've done is I prepped my surface. Basically took some Goo Gone, got rid of all the adhesive that was already on there. Cut a couple little strips here. I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and a cloth, and I'm going to clean off the surface where I'm going to put these tabs. I'm going to stick them on there, and then we'll see if they fit on there again. Rubbing alcohol, and again I'm just going to put this right along the edge there, because that's where it seems like I'm vibrating. As I'm driving down the road, I can stick my fingers down there and push, and the vibration stops. So I'm 99.9% sure this is going to solve the problem. So I prepped my surface, cleaned the surface, used the rubbing alcohol that gets the adhesive that will bind really well. And these things will never come off unless you want them off. Alright, let's go stick them back on the bike. This piece slides down over your ignition. Lines up on the tab on the back here. And then all we've got is the 2 bolts in the front here and our 10mm nut in the back. Just going to start these. I'm not going to tighten them up super tight. Again, just going to snug them. That padding on the front seems to fit really well. Don't think it's going to vibrate anymore. Again, this grommet has a groove in it, so you'll have to line the groove up with ignition. If you tighten these up first, it makes this a little tougher going on. So I'll put my off at the top. Again, I'm going to slide that around a little bit to where it fits in there. I loosen my bolts up a little bit more. That pops on. Once you get that in place, I'm going to snug the front bolts up. Just going to hand tighten these as if it was a screw. I'll take my 10mm, tighten my back one up. And that was the 2018 Vulcan Voyager VN1700 fuel tank trim vibration fix. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please click like or subscribe, or if you have a better solution to it, please put comments below.